Welcome to This Just In, a weekly news show highlighting the people and events in Newport News Public Schools, where students, staff, and community partners celebrated Black History Month during February, while reflecting on the strength of diversity in our schools. Students at Sedgefield Elementary engaged in creative partnerships to celebrate Black History Month alongside community learning partners. National Honor Society students from Warwick High School were invited to read books about prominent African American figures to kindergartners. After reading together, the high school volunteers helped the young artists decorate portraits of the famous figures. The colorful designs were then combined to form a larger paper quilt that was hung in the hallway for all to see. Local brothers from Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, the first intercollegiate Greek letter fraternity established for African American men, made time to read to third grade classrooms. The Alpha men talked about their role in the community and engaged the students through dynamic read-alongs. And during an evening family event at the school, fourth graders made African American history come to life through a living wax museum. Guests were invited to listen to fourth grade students take on the persona of different historical figures and present important facts and events about their alter ego's prominent place in history. High school poets expressed their impressions of African art, some of which has been 400 years in the making.
For the 26th year, high school students in Newport News Public Schools were invited to participate in Artistic Verses, a partnership between the Peninsula Fine Arts Center and the Secondary English Department that allows students to use their life experiences and creative writing skills to create poetry inspired by art. 400 years ago, the first Africans arrived on the shores of North America at Point Comfort, Virginia, what is now known as Fort Monroe in Hampton. To commemorate this historical anniversary and celebrate the resiliency and cultural contributions of Africans in America, the Peninsula Fine Arts Center collected a range of African-inspired artifacts and art. Some of the pieces included masks, tools, and personal items from different ethnic groups in Africa. There were also informative displays and an interactive exhibition called Cash Crop that depicts the hardships and horrors of the slave trade. Almost 100 students from 5 Newport News high schools and 2 alternative learning sites were able to visit these galleries to see the beauty and power of the art on display. Volunteer docents and staff guided the students through each gallery, offering unique insights on the collection as students selected one piece to write about. Nathan Richardson, a local published author and accomplished performance poet, coached the students on skillfully transforming their impressions of the art into poetic responses. After fine-tuning their poetry with the guidance of their English and creative writing teachers, the students submitted their poems for judging. During a weekend ceremony at the Peninsula Fine Arts Center, the top winners were recognized and received monetary prizes for their poetry. All students in attendance were invited to read their works aloud, sharing a range of thoughts, emotions, and creative responses to a history and culture that continues to shape the landscape of America.
Students at Jenkins Elementary stepped up in a big way to recognize Black History Month through art and dance. During an evening event, families were invited to tour a display organized by the Peninsula Fine Arts Center, highlighting the life and culture of the West African country of Mali through photographs. Each grade decorated the hallways with their own African-inspired artwork, showcasing the students' talents while exploring ranges of techniques and styles. And families were treated to a special performance by the Jenkins Jaguar Step Team, who used complex rhythms to pay homage to African-American men and women who helped change the world. The students left the crowd inspired to spread love and peace to help create a bright future for all generations. Denby High School presented a diversity cultural celebration to honor the amazing assortment of nations represented at their school. Black History Month was recognized through music and poetry, honoring the history and rich traditions of African Americans. Since Denby is a center for the English as a Second Language program, the school is a true melting pot with over 30 countries represented throughout the student population. Dance, music, and a fashion parade allowed students to personally showcase their beautiful countries and share their cultures with peers. The entire Diversity Cultural Celebration was an amazing collection of student talents while honoring the myriad of nations that make our country unique. The Newport News Public Schools Wellness Program encourages our employees to move, eat, think, and be well. Employees and their families are welcome to enjoy the 5th Annual NNPS Employee Wellness Expo on Saturday, March 23rd from 9 a.m. to noon at Heritage High School. During the expo, families will be introduced to the tools and resources they need to get on the path to healthy living. There will be demonstrations and engaging activities for the whole family. So, get moving to the Wellness Expo on March 23rd at Heritage High School for a wealth of fitness fun. Also on Saturday, March 23rd, a family festival will be held at Discovery STEM Academy from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Students and their families will be able to participate in a variety of activity stations as they explore a day in the life of an elementary student. The interactive environment will allow families to establish connections with school staff and community resources as they experience truly innovative applications. The Student Wellness Expo is coming up on Tuesday, March 26th from 5 to 8:30 p.m. at Menchville High School. The event is open to all students in kindergarten through 12th grade, their families, and community partners. Through fun activities, demonstrations, and resources, the expo will promote the social, emotional, and physical well-being of our students. Here are some dates for you to remember. Friday, March 29th, is a teacher workday, so students will be dismissed after a half day of school. April 1st through the 5th is spring break. Schools and offices will be closed for the entire week. And Thursday, April 11th, is Freshman Welcome Night for all current 8th graders and their families. The event starts at 6 p.m., and you'll be able to take a tour of your high school, meet administrators and teachers, explore clubs and sports, and learn about courses and certifications. To determine which high school you'll attend, visit the school system's website or contact your current school. Thanks for joining us for this week's edition of This Just In. And check out more fun and informative videos at nnpstv.com to see the many great things happening in Newport News Public Schools. Thanks for watching.